Hey guys, this is Technical Tim here. First of all, I want to thank everyone so much who's been subscribing. I think I'm at like 60 subscribers. I've only been going for a week, and you guys have been great. So let's keep that going. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd really appreciate it. And if you could give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content, I really appreciate it as well. But we have no UFC card this weekend. The Adesanya card is in a couple weeks. So I'm just gonna kind of I'll be sending out preview videos, just like I have been for the last two cards on a few fights, as always. But since we have an off week, I'll kind of talk about some random thoughts that I have in my mind that isn't really for that card specific, just kind of broad overall technical and betting trends that I see that can maybe help you guys out whenever you're taping fights. So one thing I want to really emphasize is when analyzing wrestling and takedowns, single legs, I'm probably really annoying. I always talk about them, but they're so important. A thing that I have noticed is that single legs tend to work really well against non-wrestlers who are Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu based. The first example I ever remember seeing this was, it had to have been like 2010 maybe. I think I was in college at the time. It was a fight with Phil Davis and Little Nog, and Phil Davis kept shooting a double leg. And a double leg tends to be a little easier for non-wrestlers to pick up on because it's really just having good reflexes. You can rely on athleticism, and you just kind of have to learn a sprawl, really, to stop a double leg. You can chain a double leg into other things, but for the most part, all you really need is a sprawl, and that's not that hard to stop. And Phil Davis, in that fight, and this is like the first example we saw this in, Phil Davis kept shooting a double leg. Little Nog was stopping everything. Phil Davis, in the middle of the fight, made an adjustment. He shot a single leg, and it worked. So the trend in that fight happens all the time now in MMA across the board. You see Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys being able to stop double legs, and then the wrestler will switch to a single leg and get the takedown. The most recent example, last night, Alex Perez shot single legs on Mark De La Rosa, and he got like 3 takedowns, all off the single leg. I think he got 1 each round. I don't know if my memory is perfect on that one, but I'm pretty sure he did, and I pretty much remember what takedowns they were. I didn't rewatch the fight, but I remember watching it live. And so why does this happen? Why do single legs tend to get people down? So the reason is, when you shoot a single leg, you have more options than a double leg to finish the shot. And it's not over. A single leg opportunity gives you opportunities to chain things together. So you're forcing the jiu-jitsu player to defend more than just a double leg. So whenever their leg's up in the air, the single leg, you can do so many things. You have so many options. I'm not going to go over every one, but a big example is last night with Perez. On one of them, he dumped to the right side. He just got the single leg and dumped down. So he had the leg up in the air. Perez was trying to defend, De La Rosa was trying to defend, and Perez just dumped him down. Okay? That was round 1. He just did a little dump. Round 2 and 3, Perez had the single leg, and De La Rosa was like, okay, you're going to dump me again. So he was kind of trying to fight this side. And instead of dumping again, Perez hit a high crotch instead. So it gives him more options. So when you shoot single legs, it forces the jiu-jitsu guy into more of a wrestling match, and he's having to defend chain wrestling. So single legs give you an opportunity to defend, to just defend more. So that's why they tend to work. And single legs, you can't just rely on athleticism like you can on a double leg, because usually to defend a double leg, not every time, you just need to be able to learn how to sprawl. Single legs, You need to know how to whizzer. You need to know how to post on the head. You have to have good balance. You can't just be athletic. You have to understand leverage. There's so many other things going off in your brain and so many more problems you have to solve when someone shoots a single leg. But what does this mean for taping going ahead? Whenever a wrestler is going against a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, or even just not even a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, a non-wrestler, see if there's a single leg involved. Because if there's a single leg involved, he's probably going to get him down. Jillian Robertson, I played her by sub her last 3 fights, and 2 of the subs have hit. I know she's going to get takedowns because she shoots single legs, and she went against 3 non-wrestlers. She got the takedown every time. She happened to get guard subbed 2 fights ago, but she still kept getting the takedown. So always keep that in mind. If a wrestler is going against another wrestler, wrestlers can defend single legs well because they know how to limp leg out well, they know how to whizzer, they know how to chain wrestle better. But non-wrestlers tend to not. So always be aware of the single leg. It can really, really help you from a predictive standpoint to know if the takedown is going to be successful. So thank you so much. I'll be pumping videos throughout the week. Follow me on Twitter, and yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Bye.